It's Travis with Oscar Mike Radio, continuing my trend here of 7 days of stuff, episodes, content, whatever. I was in Marlboro this morning, and now I'm in Weymouth, Massachusetts at Article 15 Brewery with my main man, the most savage, badass Air Force veteran I've ever met. Yes, people, there are awesome Air Force veterans. Conor, the main man, Sullivan. Conor, welcome back to Oscar Mike Radio.
Thank you, sir. Happy to be here again.
Dude, what is it with you and running? The last time we talked, you were getting ready for the Marine Corps Marathon.
Yes, sir.
And you did it. So I kind of want to know a couple of things. One, how was that? Then two, why are you here tonight? Why is it so important that we're out here tonight? And then three, what's going on for the future, man? You've got a whole lot of stuff going on.
Cool, yeah. So last time we talked, we were talking, that was after the Boston Marathon, which I ran for Mass Fallen Heroes. And then on the last podcast, you would let me know that you have a connection with the New England Home and Center for Vets, which is on Court Street in Boston. And you told me they had marathon bib numbers for the Marine Corps Marathon in D.C., so I got in touch with them through you, of course, and I got on their team to run the Marine Corps Marathon. It was October 27th, so a couple weeks ago.
Right.
And, I went out there, ran that one. It was a complete shit show. It was raining in the parking lot waiting for the marathon to start. Everybody was hiding under tents. It was pouring rain. The first, I think, 16 miles rained for me with parts that were, looked like rain squalls. There was actually enough water on the street already that there was a guy kind of using a little humor to get through the marathon. He actually went in a puddle and started doing some paddles, looking like he was swimming during the race. So I'm assuming he was a Marine because you guys are fucking crazy.
So it was like being in the Marine Corps. Like
yeah.
Run everywhere.
They actually had, it must have been thousands of Marine Corps active duty Marines out there volunteering. It was probably 50-50 between officers and enlisted. I don't know how many of you guys they have at Quantico, but there was a shit ton out there, handing out water, Gatorade, handing the medals out, volunteering their time. I'm sure they were voluntold to be there, but I mean,
still they were out there.
I didn't see one of them complain. So
nice. So you did that. You helped the New England Center and Home for Veterans raise money to support their mission.
Yes.
And then we were talking on Facebook and other places, and you're like, I want to keep this going. I think I'm going to run more. And I'm like, dude, running more is not something that I want to do right now. So, I mean, you do this and you crush it, and it was very cool. And I love the jacket. That's some cool swag, man.
And they got the memorial right there.
Right.
The
logo. I mean, it's not some cheap swag. I'm like, I didn't get anything like that when I was in.
Yeah, right. Yeah. No, it was a cool marathon. It was we ran across a few memorials. The day before, I was checking out all the memorials in D.C., so it's definitely a cool marathon to do. It's more military-oriented than the other ones. But, yeah, it was a great weekend.
So you get back from the marathon, and now we're here at the Article 15 Brewery in Weymouth. And I'm not a drinker.
Yeah.
But it's been, cool just to come here and hang out. I could totally see myself on a Friday or Saturday night coming by here on my motorcycle in the summer, hanging out back here and having a cigar with you guys. And the owner, hope will come on here in a second, is open this up to you to raise money for another running cause. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. So we're here tonight raising money for Travis Mills Foundation. Next weekend, November 17th, I'm going to Central Park, New York City. I'm going to run an ultramarathon. So an ultramarathon is anything over the distance of a traditional marathon, which is 26.2 miles. So anything plus that. Most of them are around 50 kilometers, 31 miles. So the one I'm doing is 60 kilometers. It's a 37-mile road race.
Oh, just 37 miles.
Yeah. So,
dude.
Yeah, so we're just here through my efforts for that. I feel my story can create a little bit of buzz, so I'm trying to use that for positive because I got out of the military. I don't officially have to serve anymore, but I still want to continue to serve as much as I can. So
just to go back to the folks here, you don't understand. Conor here had a heart transplant and almost a year later ran his first marathon. And unlike some of my Marine Corps brethren who were on TV, he didn't crawl across the finish line. He ran across the finish line. So he's just a savage badass doing this. And you've kept this going, man. It's just been amazing.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people have asked me why, and I always get that question of why the fuck are you doing this? Because it makes no sense, to run. First of all, marathon running itself, there's a ton of people out there that run marathons.
Oh, really?
Everybody, I'm not sure if you do, but almost everybody knows somebody that says, oh, my aunt, my sister, my dad ran the marathon. But so I definitely wanted to do that, but there's something about it during the struggles of a marathon. There was never any point where I kind of figured out, like, I can't finish this. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this. So in some sort of sick and twisted way, I'm almost seeking out that feeling of I might not finish this race. I might not finish this challenge.
So you want to push the limits.
So I'm pushing limits, and that's why I'm doing the ultra marathon. So.
Now, is this going to be the last ultra marathon you're going to do, or are you looking at doing?
No,
more?
Absolutely not. I'm actually on a wait list for one, which is about, I think, 3 weeks after this one. So if I get off the wait list, I'm going to do that one.
So it's just been a recurring thing, and you have the heart transplant, you run the Boston Marathon, that garners a lot of positive attention, and people really support what you're doing.
Yeah.
And then you do this marathon. And Travis Mills is a special story, right? I mean, I read the book. He's a quadruple amputee.
Yeah. I mean, I read the book. I've watched his documentary on Netflix called Travis, A Soldier Story. I followed him for... I actually found out about him a few days post-transplant when I was in the hospital, because they have me dosed up on high doses of steroids and IV medications, and so I mean, you're up at night. I could probably sleep for about a half an hour at night.
Oh my God!
The steroids, they're on IV steroids. They got you so buzzed out of your mind. So I could probably sleep a half hour a night. So when I'm laid up at 3 a.m, no visitors there except for me and my own thoughts, the best thing I could do is just watch YouTube videos. So I followed the Jocko podcast.
Right.
Prior to that, and I think it was just that month or the month prior, before I got my heart transplant, that they came out with a podcast, Jocko Podcast 90, with Travis Mills. So I watched that whole thing when I was laid up in the bed at night, and listening to his story, the way that he could go through getting blown up, being a quadriplegic, and I don't know how many months after, but he ran the I think Tunnel to Towers 5K in New York City, and just his story, the way he has his slogan is never quit, never give up.
Right.
And just the way he actually believes that and lives that way, it kind of inspired me. So I met him at the Origin Jiu-Jitsu camp a couple of years ago in the summer, and he was one of those guys. A lot of those guys have a lot of following. They kind of, they don't have a couple minutes to talk to you or whatever. But Travis, he stood there and talked to me for 5-10 minutes, and I was able to explain to him why him and his story means so much to me. And I mean, he's a badass dude, airborne, multiple deployments, and he actually thanked me for my service, and then told me that my story was cool and inspirational, and I was like, holy shit! But have you looked in a mirror? Look at you, man! Like you,
right. And you read the book, and we both watched the same videos, and he never feels sorry for himself or complains. It's just
no. That was one of the biggest things he explained, was that he never felt sorry. He kind of just was like, all right, this is what I have to deal with now, and that was exactly my attitude when I had the heart pump and after the transplant. It was kind of, this is my new normal now. This is my new life, and I'm gonna pack up and move on. So
we're here at the Article 15 Brewery.
Yeah,
it's in Weymouth. It's veteran owned and operated. I'm hoping to get. What's going to happen, I hope, is I'm going to come back here tomorrow during the day and talk to the owner full in depth, but I'm hoping to get him to come by and say hello to us. But Leo has opened up his, brewery to you tonight, and It was just cool, man, seeing all the people coming out, having a good time, no one acting stupid, just having a good time, understand what you're all about, talking to you, and all the things that you can do in this brewery. It's like, I feel like I'm home in a way, even though I don't drink.
Yeah.
And it's great, and I really feel like this kind of stuff is what bonds us veterans together, right? I mean, we're not alone. So I'm just really happy that he was able to do this. What's it been like working with Leo on Article 15?
Yeah. So basically, it was a matter of asking the question, basically.
Oh, well, hey, here he comes right now, the main man. Get on the mic.
How's it going?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Leo, the HMIC owner of Article 15 Brewery. Hey, we just want to say thank you for having Conor out here tonight and talk to us a little bit about.
Pleasure.
Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna, you're gonna have me come back tomorrow and talk to you more in depth about what you're doing tomorrow. But what's it been like? What's it like to you as a veteran? First of all, tell the folks, who you are and what you're doing, and then we'll get into a little bit of questions real quick.
Sure. So I'm David Reardon. I'm the owner of Article 15 Brewing here in Weymouth. Obviously, veterans out there, you understand Article 15 Brewing. We're a veteran-based brewery. We're all about raising awareness and helping out brothers in need. So we've been fortunate since we opened. We've been open just a little more than a year right now.
Oh, really?
We've had the opportunity to help out Boston Wounded Vet Run this year. We've worked with, honestly, a bunch of different groups that have happened. So here in Weymouth, we had a police officer pass away, so we've actually been able to help raise money for that as well. So we've been able to use something that was a passion for me in the Army and turn it into a way for us to actually help out the community here.
And that's awesome, and it's just nice to see veterans helping veterans, especially guys like Conor, who basically had his heart ripped out of his chest, literally.
Yeah, literally.
And it's running almost 40 miles, like, oh, it's no big deal. So it's just nice to see, and I'm looking forward. I got to tell you, folks, tomorrow we're going to be inside the brewery where all the magic happens, and it's awesome. I don't even know how you do it. It's like magic. But no, it's just very good, and I want to thank you for allowing me to come here tonight and talk to Conor, and it's just been very, very cool.
Yeah, we're really happy because especially with Conor being involved in everything. We met him when we first opened. He's friends with friends of mine in the veteran community, and they explained to us, just the stuff that he does, honestly, to raise awareness, to raise money, and to be a part of the veteran community. So, when he asked us, he's like, "Oh, hey, listen, can we do a fundraiser to help me? Because I'm going to run an ultra marathon." Because you're out of your mind.
Yes, he's
and
out
raise
of his
money
mind.
for Travis Mills Foundation. Like, how are we not going to want to be involved in that? That's something that's near and dear to my heart as well. I spent 9 years in the Army as a combat medic, so it's part of the brotherhood. It's being able to take care of other brothers that I've really made a life out of. So it's a big deal to us.
Awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to come back tomorrow and learning more about beer, which I know absolutely nothing about. And I think I'll have a good teacher. And speaking of beer, Conor just got a refill.
I just had to walk away. The only reason you're talking to Leo is because I had to step away to go get another one of his beers because they're so fucking good. So.
But I'm looking forward to. I'm coming back here tomorrow. We're going to talk about what you're doing for Boston Wounded Vet Run and how you're helping, more about your business. But I just want to say thanks. This has been great so far. I feel like I'm home.
Thank you very much.
All
Love to have you.
right. So you've reloaded.
I did, yes.
He's back in.
Yes.
So full mag. What kind of beer did you get there?
I got the new one, the Pilsner, which is actually being technically released tomorrow, which is the Boston Wounded Vet Run 10th anniversary Pilsner. And not only is it probably the most important beer that they've done so far, raising money, some of the proceeds go to Boston Wounded Vet Run, which I've gone to the past few years, but it's probably their best beer yet too. So.
Because you what, forget it. You do that with the Veterans Brotherhood MC, right?
Yeah. We go over there. We ride every year. We go over there. So.
And that's a big part of your life too, the motorcycle club and how they all come together to, surround you and help the veterans.
Yeah, definitely.
You always see you guys out together. What is it about motorcycling that kind of brings vets together, do you think?
I think it's just, that kind of. If you there's so many parts of riding together that kind of bring us together, between raising money, the events we go to because they're for veteran causes. But one of the simplest things is riding 90 miles an hour next to your brother. 12 inches away from him, knowing if he fucks up or if I fuck up, everybody's going down.
Everybody's going down.
But we trust each other, so
Speaking of going down, how's the jiu-jitsu coming?
Good. I actually, hopefully the coach doesn't watch this. Dedeco, he owns the school in Weymouth, which is probably about a half mile from here. So hopefully he doesn't watch this because I haven't been there.
That's a high protein drink, Coach. I'm telling you right now. You can take it from me. I'm a weightlifter. It's a high protein drink.
Yeah, because I haven't been in a couple of weeks, so hopefully he doesn't watch this. But jiu-jitsu is definitely something I love and I'm going to continue to do for sure.
No, it's awesome. I feel very safe, folks, even though, Conor is an Air Force veteran. I feel very safe when I'm around here because I know he can take care of business. He can run fast. What's there not to love, right? So it's just kind of funny. We met about almost 2 years ago at John's place, and we both kind of grown in our own way, been able to stay connected.
Yeah.
And it's just nice to see somebody take something that happened to them that people would be like, oh my God, this is bad.
Yeah.
And now you're turning something that is just positive. You're just crushing it.
Yeah. No, I see a lot of. I'm on a lot of support groups on Facebook, and I see a lot of people that they have the same exact situation. They have the LVAD, the heart pump, and then they get a transplant, and they're kind of just down in the dumps, mopey dopey poopy pants about the situation, and I don't know, I guess something got wired good in my brain where I don't care about being mopey dopey. I'd rather I'd accept my situation and move forward and fucking make the best of it, because that's all I know how to do.
Well, I think one part of it, and we talked about this before, is maybe if next time we talk, getting to meet like your dad, especially maybe your mom. I don't know if they want to come on the podcast.
Yeah.
But your dad, and you do so much together. I have to feel that the apple didn't fall far from the tree, man.
No, no. So my dad actually runs all these races with me. There hasn't been one.
What?
I don't think there's been one that he hasn't run.
He ran the
with me.
Marine Corps Marathon, right?
Yeah, he actually did. Yeah. He beat me. Hopefully he doesn't watch this too. But someday I will beat him. I'll be faster than him. But
your dad beat you?
Yeah.
Oh my God, my sons would never let me live that down.
But on my defense, he's run. I think that was his 35th marathon.
What?
And he's ran 100-kilometer race twice, multiple 50Ks. This race I'm actually running next Sunday. I think he's done it 2 or 3 times, so he kind of has the experience.
So when is date-wise, when is your next race? And how can people out there, because we're not playing this tomorrow or anything, how can people help you or follow you to help out if they want to or see what you're doing?
So the race is in Central Park. It's going to be November 17th, next Sunday. So with this video, we'll tag the Travis Mills donation link where they can donate on the website. So yeah, we can tag that in there. I'm going to keep the donation link open a couple weeks after the race, just so not that nobody doesn't believe in me, but maybe somebody will see the story after I complete the marathon, the ultra marathon, and maybe then donate.
Yeah, because this will probably air after he does the ultra marathon, folks. But I will have the link in the blog post for this video. I'll have it in the YouTube, Facebook, wherever it is. So click on that and give him the support that.
So when this airs, I will officially be the first known person in the United States to survive a heart transplant and then run an ultra marathon.
That's savage.
Because
that's absolutely savage.
I did research. I researched for a couple of weeks, so I don't know if there's gonna be any motherfuckers out there that are gonna come out and be like, "Oh no, I did it first." But no, because I haven't seen any stories about it. The only guy I found, I talked to him recently, was a guy, I believe his name is Elmar. He's a German, so I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. But there was one German guy that ran an ultra marathon. So I'm not the first in the world, but so far, as my research is going on, I'm the second in the world, first in the United States.
Awesome.
So when this airs, I will be the first in the United States.
Well, looking forward to talking to you again after that.
Definitely.
Looking forward to keeping in touch. Hey, man, I know you got a lot of people wanting to see you. I appreciate the time.
Thank you.
As always, and just glad to see you succeed, dude.
Awesome. Yeah.
Hey, as we say in Hawk, we are locked through lunch. This is Oscar Mike Radio. I'm Travis. This is Conor Sullivan. Savage Badass. We're on the move.